The Fully Geek.
All right, guys, welcome to episode 158 of the Fully Geek Pod. And before we start, can we just have a moment of silence? All right, cool. Thank you. All right. I know it sounds disrespectful that we only did like a small moment. It's just that if we left it for too long, like it must sound mad, like listening to it. And
a moment is a moment, brother.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how short or long it is.
For our audio listeners, we've got to make sure we're doing our part. All right, guys. Well, obviously we know what the big story is, but before we get into that, how are all of you? Richard, your head is looking super shiny and it looks like you did a trim.
By the shower, cocoa butter of a body, bro.
You still use cocoa butter? You won't go there.
No, it was shea butter.
All right,
Okay.
cool.
Do you grease the top of your head as well?
No, my head's just shiny, bro. And it's the light on top as well.
Okay. Okay, cool. All right, we'll move on. How was your week?
Yeah, all right,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. Right.
All right, guys.
The energy,
Energy. You know the maddest thing is like
Need some energy. I need some energy.
prior to the pod, you'd think that we was just still like, oh, no, everyone was so
That's
happy.
something we used all that energy on the pre-pod, innit? But yeah, no, cool, man. Like, it's just work, life. Nothing exciting happening, bro. Man's healthy, man blessed. You get me? How's your week, Mr. Nate Dizzle?
That's all right, it's good. Like, yeah, no, nothing actually happened this week. I'm not gonna like, like I ain't got like a story on it. What did happen this week?
But there's one thing though, Rich, you got it wrong last week about EastEnders, yeah? That was the Mitchells. You know, remember Jamie Mitchell?
Yeah.
One of the guys was his dad. It wasn't Billy's brother.
I'm sure it's Billy's brother.
No. That's Jamie's dad. Jamie Mitchell's dad.
Remember the cousin that used to come over?
Yeah, remember the cousin, Jamie Mitchell. He died, didn't he? I think he died.
Yeah.
What? So, I thought. Okay, so Billy was in there. Billy had his.
Yeah,
brother
Billy was
there,
in
right?
there. No, not Billy's brother. No, that was Billy's uncle. So there was three brothers. There was so
Billy.
Archie, Mitchell, and then Phil, them lot's dad,
Yeah.
and then Billy's dad, and then
There's
the
another
fourth
person.
guy is, I think he's the youngest brother, which is Jamie's dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even clock
Yeah.
that.
Was
Okay, my
was
bad,
he out
my
here
bad.
giving people false information?
Listen, on the back of our pod, how many people messaged me and said, I'm going to watch EastEnders because of you. You've powered me. And everyone's come back saying it was a sick episode.
Yeah,
Wow.
and okay,
How-
it was a sick
however-
episode. And
yeah,
after that, they don't want to watch it, do they?
No one's watched it again.
Told you, bro. I told you.
I haven't either.
I told you. I told no one was gonna watch it again, bro. It's like, for me, that felt like the Neighbours anniversary episode.
Yeah,
Like it's nostalgic, and then you put it down.
yeah, straight.
What's the matter, Rich? You look confused.
I don't know. Someone's clipping in my ear. I don't know if your mic is clipping.
I can't hear no clipping.
I can't hear it either, bro.
Okay, nice, cool, go. Must be my
Probably the
headphones.
thinking the brain's working in it.
No, shut up. No, my headphones must be shit. My headphones must be going because I can hear like it's distorting, so it's clipping.
Super.
All right. I think. All right, guys. All right. Well, we can't start without saying R.I.P. to Queen Lizzie. Elizabeth II passed away on the 8th of September, and yeah, the world's kind of stopped, but like we have gone into official 10 days of mourning. The Queen's
Rest in peace, man.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
the Queen's body has arrived at Buckingham Palace. People are lining the streets. It's a lot. It's going to be a lot over the next couple of days, to be honest. And I feel, what it is, like, a lot of people, like, on social medias have had their own issues and like, why are we doing this, blah, blah, and all the rest of it. I hear it. But ultimately, regardless of whatever you think of the monarchy and whether you think they should be there or not, you've also got to kind of acknowledge that this is someone's grandmother, someone's great grandmother, mother, auntie, all them kind of things. You know what I mean? And like, even the front facing of the royal family, as much as it feels like, why are you going through all this, whatever, it must be mad like that. You want to grieve, but you can't actually grieve however you want to grieve because you got to put on this front face and like deal with the public and do all this kind of walking in front of the. I just think it's a lot, to be honest. Like, I don't know how they're coping, to be honest.
It's a really different lifestyle, isn't it? Like, because like, I mean, obviously this is a massive. This is massive, isn't it? But it's like these things happen when Princess Di died, Queen Mother died, I suppose, to some extent. Prince Philip, like, it just. I mean, I guess anyone that's died in the royal family, it's not even. They can't even just sort of mourn on their own. I mean, maybe at some point they do, but it's like, you know how we.
When Prince Philip died, they were outside. There wasn't outside.
Prince Philip, no, because remember, Prince Philip died in lockdown.
Yeah, but still.
No, it was lockdown.
It was proper
lockdown. The Queen Mother passed away. It wasn't like a...
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
People were outside. People were outside.
The Queen's mother, yeah, it was.
No.
Yeah, man.
Diana, yes, because of how she died.
Yeah.
No, the Queen Mother as well. You got to remember, this is like over 20-something years ago. We were a lot younger, and for some of us, we probably didn't give care about it that much. But yeah, because I remember the Queen's mother died at the same time as the Queen's sister. Like, they died within a couple of months of each other. There was lying in the streets with the Queen Mother as well.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was because we were young, to be fair, true.
Yeah, but people rated the Queen Mother.
Yeah.
I remember she was like 100 or something.
I didn't actually know that she wasn't actually Queen, you know, because it's got that title, Queen's Mother.
So this is the thing, yeah. Like, I always knew. I didn't know. Maybe I knew, but I forgot. But I didn't know, like, Queen Elizabeth, that line wasn't the rightful to the. They weren't the right. Like, I totally forgot about it. So obviously, yeah, all the story came out. I was like, oh, see, so she wasn't even meant to be queen. Like, the uncle forfeited the
he abdicated.
Because he wasn't marry a divorcee American. Yeah. I was like, seeing Prince Harry strike again, yeah.
Exactly,
But,
no, it's true.
Yeah, nice. A lot of history lessons over this past week. Yeah, there's a lot I didn't know. But,
yeah, and then I done some research on the uncle. Man went to France and never came back. Man just chilled in France, married with his wife, no kids, nothing. And his chilled in France till he died. What happened to him? Yeah.
What a phenomenal life to live, though. I mean, yes, obviously, like, if people got their problems with it, shouldn't be there, whatnot. But I was thinking, like, I suppose when you're born into this stuff, like, we're all born into a certain way of living, isn't it? Sometimes it's no one's fault, but it's just like, yeah, imagine just having to sort of give up power that you're. It's crazy, man. But no, like she was obviously just being queen for like 70 years, man. It's a long time, long time. Just like from the minute that she started as queen to the day she died. You know, I guess we have.
It was like 21,
26, isn't it? Was it 26?
It was 25.
Something like that. Yeah, I know it's 50. Yeah,
I think by that time she'd already married my man. And she had Charles already, innit?
Yeah.
I think Charles was 3. Yeah, Charles was 3 or something like that when she became queen. But yeah, no, it's interesting, man. It's interesting. And I listened to like 1 or 2 podcasts that talk about the history of the royal family and stuff, and the dramas that we don't really hear about behind the scenes. And it's interesting stuff, man. It's interesting.
Yeah. Because as much as like, we're living in 2022 now. Like, do we need all of this stuff? But it is. You can't say it's not an interesting story, like, no matter what's happened in the world. In world history, I suppose it's always going to be interesting, isn't it? But either way, she's still a human being, man.
I'm not speaking ill of the dead, man.
No.
Like I said, unless they were monsters, whatever. But even then, I hate speaking ill of the dead. So when I was seeing all these people, it's like, well, she's a racist and blah blah blah. Listen, this is not the time.
It's not time or the place. All I know is that.
Time or the place, man.
And like, don't get me wrong. I think, like, come on, she lived a good life. Do you get me? Like, 96 years of age. Like, you get me? I ain't gonna lie. Even today, I'm hearing about people that I know that have passed away that are, in my eyes, they're older than me, but I don't think they're of any age. And not a lot of people lick them ages. You get me? Like, on a real, like, so really for me, while I think it's sad and we should mourn somebody, I think we should be rejoicing because that's a big age. Do you get me? I'm not saying that we should be everyone. I am wearing black today, like, in memory, but I mean, like, we should be like not having a party as such, but you get me, like, doing up like celebration, like.
But there is a reason why like the royal family lived for long. It's because they're pampered and taken care of. I mean, they're
Best
you know
healthcare,
what I
best
mean.
everything.
They're given the best of cares. You know what I mean. So and they got less to. Okay, I don't know what happens in the royal family, but I'll think they got less to worry about or less to stress about in life.
I
You know what
think I think yeah, until you met a couple of the Queen's kids, and then you're saying, boy,
It's true, though.
she's got her own stresses, bro.
But yeah. But we go through those stresses ourselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
God
Like,
forbid any of us go through the same shit she went through. Do you get me? But
yeah.
I know they're trying to have Andrew out here, but it
But,
is.
like the meme that like I didn't take those more. I tried to ignore the memes, but there's one meme that we laugh like when the Queen like dies, yeah. And you just see Princess Diana waiting for her, like chasing her. Like Princess Diana's like she's like a voodoo, like spiritual, angry ghost. I don't know if you lot men have seen it. I'll bust out. You see the Queen just running.
Yeah, no, there's a few of them. There's a few of them with like. To be fair, even like the day she passed, like, and I know
Internet, man.
Yeah, the internet it's unforgiving, bro. Even stuff like the fact that Nice were playing football on that same day, and they had Aaron Ramsey there, and it listed all of the people that when Aaron Ramsey scores pass away, and they
Did
were
he
like,
score?
no, he was injured, so he didn't play.
Ah.
So in my head, I was like, boy, the Queen might pull through, you know, she might pull through, but he didn't get hit with the Aaron Ramsey curse.
Because the thing, yeah, I was driving to a wedding with the whole family in the car, and like, it was announced like I was paying one extra in it, and
Everything
it
stopped.
stopped. I was like, "What's going on?" And they said something like, "We got an announcement, and we all knew straight away." Yeah, it was somber in the car. Everyone was just quiet. Do you know what I mean? It was mad.
I remember I was eating my dinner at the time, innit? And you know the ones I'm like, I don't know, like do I carry on eating? It just felt so weird, innit? Because I was watching ITV News at the same time. Like news presenters just stopped and like I almost thought she was gonna just start fucking, you know, as well. Like, well, imagine having to deliver that news, man.
Yeah.
Like all those news anchors, man, they must have some serious counts.
Yeah, but do you know what? The news anchors already knew because they're already wearing black.
Oh yeah, no, everyone knew. Like that's what I'm saying. It's like there's a protocol in it, so you knew, but you still got to be the voice that tells the public, the nation, and you've also got to remember that voice that tells the nation is gonna be in all the history books. That's the one. Whenever they do the videos and they talk about history, YouTube is your voice.
Yeah.
So you've got to do it properly. Like the worst thing was my friend. She sent me a message earlier in the day. She said, "I think the Queen's already dead." I was like, "But how do you know this?" And she did that thing where she was going, "My friends, her husband's in the army," and then I was thinking, "Bruv, I remember these things from COVID. Yeah, don't tell me this." And then she sent me a message after, "I told you." I was like, all right, well done.
It's so weird. It's so weird. It's like everyone wants to get there first to tell you that.
I know.
Like,
why? But when I saw the family sitting by her side, that's when I knew. When I saw that, the family is sitting by her bedside, I knew that shit is a loss.
And when they said, what do you call it? They said I can't remember what the wording were, but it was almost like they were worried or they're concerned or something about her health. I knew it was done. Like, you know, like when everybody's taking private jets, I knew. But yeah, man.
In my head, I was thinking, hold on, she just shook hands with Boris and Liz.
They gave her COVID. No, joking. Sorry, that's a bad rumor. That's a bad rumor.
No, but yeah, you know what I mean. It is sad she's gone, but it's a new dynasty. You know when you think we've been through a lot now, and boom, the Queen's dead. You think the Queen's dead. It's like Her Majesty. Everything we know, and it's Her Majesty. And I think Merv, you sent that link right about how much stuff they're going to change and how long it's going to take, and it's mad.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, obviously she's old, isn't it? Either way, she's like that's some long, good life to live, you know. But you just don't think, because I guess we're not like really sort of as involved with the monarchy as everyone else is, sort of thing. Like we just have incidents happen like with the rest of the world. But you just think like, yeah, she's gonna live forever, innit? Sort of thing. It's like, yeah, she's gone, and it didn't even dawn to me like things like stamps, money, post boxes, and all that. All these things got to change from where it's got an E2R to C. Like that's mad, you know.
To C2R, CR7, R9. Sorry, but yeah.
Yeah, it's boy.
You know what the maddest thing is? It was funny because on Saturday, I took NJ martial arts. Like, yeah, I won something. I don't know if I told you when I entered. You know, like the Sky VIP things.
No.
Keisha came round and basically she's like, oh, I won this thing on Sky VIP. So I just entered one, just randomly. And I won some like martial arts lesson for NJ. So I took him and we was driving and he goes to me, do you know what, Dad? I said, what's that, son? And he goes, why we talk to each other for me like that? I don't know. But I said, what's up, son? He goes, do you know that my generation might live to see 4 different kings or queens? I was like, what? He goes, yeah, my generation might live to live 4 different pieces of monarchy. And I was like, huh? He goes, because we've seen the Queen. And he goes, Prince Charles is in his 70s. I was like, okay. And he's like, okay, say we gave him the same time that the Queen had, another 20 odd years.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you would go to William. And by that time, William would be in his 60s. So you gave William another 30 years. Then potentially that's what, 50 years. They're like, our kids are like, those are under 10 and stuff. So they could actually live through 4 different monarchies. Considering we've only had 1 for all our lives.
Trust me.
Well, almost 2. No, we've got 2 now. That's mad.
Mm.
And I guess now you'll probably start to see it starts to come thick and fast. Like not thick and fast, but it'll be a lot quicker. The succession will be a lot quicker now.
Yeah.
Because no one young is taking over the throne.
Yeah, you see Prince Charles first day in the office.
Yeah.
Get this off my desk.
I feel sorry for him. He must be tired, you know.
Come on, he's got to go all over the country. He's got to go in Scotland, Ireland. Come on, that's what I'm saying. It's like so much formal stuff that you got to do.
Yeah, it's just too much, man. And he's like thinking, oh, who told her to die? That's what. No, because he's traveling. You know, I see him everywhere, and I'm thinking, no. He needs to chill.
Nah, man. Charles was waiting for this. Sorry, King Charles was waiting for this.
King Charles III, you know, I'm not even lying, it was mad. Even at church on Sunday, yeah, like they played the national anthem, and like, we went to the book, and obviously the book says "God Save the Queen," innit?
Yeah.
Everyone's like "God Save the King," and I'm like, "Wow, this just sounds mad."
It's mad. I don't know if you saw that I didn't see all of it anyway. The whole process of him becoming king.
Yeah.
And it's this. I feel like I was in the Victoria times. It's so it's old school, man.
That's what I'm saying. It's like these things. I guess for what it means, like you know, for a lot of cultures and all that stuff. But it's probably if we can watch Game of Thrones here, like things like Game of Thrones, and we're seeing things like this still existing today. It's like it's quite fascinating.
Yeah,
no,
it is.
Like how we're just there, like you know, just going to work, our standard normal lives, and adjacent to us, it's like these people are just living something different. Like imagine what their dinner time's like. Do you know what I mean? Like you know, from one end to the table, the next, like I don't know. But...
And this is where, so Kel, when you mentioned he was telling people to take that away, and people everywhere were saying like, oh, look at that, he can do it himself. I must have messaged someone. I said to everyone, look, different environment compared to what we used to, you know, completely different. These guys live a different life. So sometimes when we see certain things and they think, why are they doing it this way? It's obvious. No, it's not obvious. Not to them.
Exactly. They were raised completely different to any family. I don't keep a stinking rich, man. It's just there's levels. There's levels.
This is different money. It's our money, but it's different money.
I don't know. Maybe you guys see, but I'm not sure if they actually done it. But what I also find fascinating is that it's like everyone was dressed up like in these kind of Tudorian outfits and all that stuff, and they were just dressed normally, like shirt and tie and stuff, suits. So I'm wondering at some point, are they just gonna sort of dress like that? Maybe a ceremony or
that isn't the official ceremony.
Yeah, no.
So the coronation I think has to happen next year.
Okay.
So I think it's similar to when the Queen took over, like she became Queen as soon as her father died.
Yeah.
But then her royal coronation wasn't until like for the following year or something.
I wonder why that is.
I feel like and you can't be mourning and then do like the big thing. Like I don't know, like probably messed up with the people. So that may be next year. But I also think it's not the right time for people just to be talking shit about the prince's wives, man. Like they take her name out your mouth, you know, like that. Like, but you can see, like, even like when you see it, like there's this stark difference. Like Prince Harry and his wife look like they're very much a unit. When they walk in, they're hand in hand, all the rest of it. William and Kate are a little bit more separate. Then I think there's one bit where like they're coming back to the car. So, you know, obviously them two weren't talking properly or allegedly. They come back to the car and Kate just goes to the passenger seat. She just gets in. Harry goes round, opens the door for his wife, whatever, lets her in and goes round. And there was captions like, see what she's like. He can't even mourn his grandma before he has to open up the door for his wife. Kate, she at least knows that William's going through, so she opened the door herself. I was thinking, raw. Like, people make a story out of anything.
Yeah.
Anything. Leave them to
Just
it.
leave them be, man. Leave them be. But yeah, sorry, go on, Rich.
No, it's all right. I don't want to get into it.
All right, but yeah, and as a result of this, so obviously she died on Thursday, and then on Friday, the nation or the FA took a stand and they said no football. So last weekend there was no football in any league. So we're talking Premier League, right down to non-league football, Scottish, everything. There was no football apart from European football. And I'm not gonna lie, I was lost. I haven't had I thought to myself, it's not lockdown. It's not summer holidays. We've waited a long time. Come on, man. Give us at least a couple of games of football. We'd all, I mean, also, I think it was, I was more vexed because they were both at home. It was a home game and I was going. And obviously they can't afford the football. And now they've since announced that there will be some more football, but there will be some games that have been cancelled.
Yeah.
So, for example,
honestly, I think a lot of these football fans are a bit selfish, really.
I don't think so.
No, well, it's the Queen of the nation. Great Britain.
Golf.
No, but that's what
cricket,
if
rugby.
all sports.
But the government pussied out, right? Instead of the government taking responsibility by saying no sport, the government left it to the bodies to decide what to do.
But that's what I'm saying. But what was the no sport about? Like, do you know what I mean? I feel like people will still they would have been black armbands. They would have been.
Rich, you see when people die, bruv, like
silence.
There's always a minute silence. There's always some sort of respect.
Like
even at half time with Zurich and Arsenal, half time, minute silence. You know what I mean? Semi around a circle. You know what I mean? Holding each other's. You know what I mean? It was a good little, big people together.
No, I get that, but it's the Queen of the state. It's just like, this is the Queen. Everything has to stop. From my perspective, I feel the FA did the right thing by stopping the games.
So do you think that you shouldn't be working until next week Tuesday then?
Yes.
But do you see what I mean? What I mean is, at what point? At what point do you say
it's different? It's different from entertainment for no. 1 minute. It's different from entertainment and running the country on a day-to-day basis. What my job role entails is running the day-to-day. If we stop, the economy collapses. So that won't work. For sport,
see how important Nick Rich is. Rich is important, you know.
So I hear this, but Rich, what about the man that works at football? I'm not talking about.
Listen, for sports, it stops because it's a form of entertainment and not it's a form of entertainment.
So what about the man that works there? I'm not talking
man
about.
Will still get paid. Man will still have to get. Man will still.
But who's paying him?
What? Sorry, no. Sorry.
You're not working. I'm not talking about the footballers. I'm not talking about the footballers. I'm talking about the man that works, that's his little Saturday job, for him to get paid to go and work behind the till, or he's an usher or security, whatever it is. Who's paying him?
But how do we know they're not getting paid?
No, but how do we know that? Who's going to pay them? Why would you pay them? They didn't come to work.
But it's not.
No, but that Arsenal game, exactly. That Arsenal game will be replayed. So you'll get paid at some point, but you're not going to get paid this week. Imagine that you've already budgeted. You got 2 games this coming up this week. That's your money, innit?
Bro, listen, nothing you can do when it comes to death. I'm sorry.
So Rich, do you think people at cinema? People still at cinema, bro. That's entertainment.
The cinema's closed, still open.
They were open. Do you think people went to concerts? They went to concerts. No, listen, they went to comedy clubs. Entertainment.
Okay. Exactly. Okay. Listen, I can't comment on that kind of stuff, right? I can comment in regards to football and what a decision I feel that the the Premier League took, and I believe that's the correct action. And I think people need to kind of really think outside the box and come on, it's a death of the Queen of the country.
All right, I'm gonna be real with you.
If you look at your notes, look at your pound coins, she's on there.
No, I'm
Okay,
agreeing
what's
with
that
you.
got,
No,
what's that got to do with
no,
anything?
that's what I'm
No.
What's that got to do with slice of bread?
No,
I will say this to you.
No.
No, whoa. Don't say no.
Hold on.
No. Guys, it's not about you.
You've just said, what's that got to do anything? So let me come back to it then. Let me come back to it,
That was a
right?
rhetorical
Because it's
question.
my opinion.
I don't really want your response.
It was a rhetorical question.
I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't take it as that. Well, end of the day, it's the queen of the country, right? If you're spending money with her face on it, the shit's gonna stop. It's simple as that.
No,
But
that's
shit didn't
ridiculous.
stop. That's what I'm trying to say to you,
Well,
Nate. I mean,
football
Rich.
stopped.
No,
Football
but okay.
But our
Rich,
argument is nothing else stopped. So why
Yeah.
did football stop?
and Rich,
All other entertainments still went
Because-
on.
And Rich, this is my argument. Listen, 1 second,
football
Rich.
took precedent.
Rich, no,
Rich.
Rich.
FA took precedent.
This is what football should have done. Football should have been played last week, and they should have cancelled this weekend.
Exactly. That makes
Yeah?
more
If
sense.
you're going to
There's a
cancel
funeral.
it, cancel it
Yeah.
this weekend because you knew the funeral was going to be in 10 days' time. So you
Okay.
knew whatever. Look, when everyone got the message, London Bridge is down, and we've been practicing this for years. Okay, for about 10 years, they've been
I didn't
practicing.
know it.
Yeah, they know this London Bridge is down. They know that this is the protocol. Yeah, they know there's 10 days. All of the rest of it. I would have cancelled this week's football because this week is going to be a pull on resources, police, all of those things in preparation for Monday. I think last weekend was a little bit. I think last week football could have done a tribute, and then this week everyone says no football because of X, Y, and Z. I think everybody would have respected.
In hindsight, that should have been done. In hindsight, yes, I agree with you. However, what the problem is, the government didn't take protocol. They gave the responsibility.
No, because there is no protocol for them.
No, well, it's the government. This is the government here. So the Queen employs the government, right? So the government should have took.
It doesn't work like that. The Queen.
Okay,
No.
well, listen.
The Queen is head of state.
Okay, head of state, and as the government, and the government works for the Queen, right?
No, the government works for the country. The government works for the country. They're two separate bodies.
No.
No, they
Back
are.
in the day, Rich. Back in the day,
They are two separate bodies. Like in the same sense, that's why the Prime Minister can get away with things without having to consult the Queen. It's got nothing. They're two separate entities.
But
the Queen, they didn't consult the royal family for Brexit.
Yeah, it's two separate
consulted
entities.
us.
They're two
You know what I
separate
mean?
entities.
Okay.
Scotland didn't go to when Scotland won the referendum. They didn't go to the Queen like, oh, please, we want to be independent. No, they said no. We want.
If we go to war, we're not going to the Queen and saying you got to ride on front line. It's not like that.
That's what I'm trying to say. They've got no say in the government, no say whatsoever.
Well, I think they do somehow. I personally do. Look, for the time that Boris Johnson had to go and resign and go to the Queen and then
no, that's just culture. That's culture.
No. Well, it's part of the process.
It's culture.
Right?
It's part of the process that any new prime minister has to go to shake the hand, but they have no say in the laws and the acts of the country, bro.
Okay, cool, noted. However, from my perspective, the government should have took precedent. The government should have made the decision and said this. If the government knew the factual information of the protocol, London Bridge is down, and it's a 10-day mourning, and football should be played this weekend, then cancelled next weekend, then they should have took that upon themselves to inform the other bodies available. It's simple as that. They should have done it, but they gave the bodies a decision to make themselves. However, they provided them guidelines. That's a way of ducking it as usual.
It's not ducking it.
I just think they were.
That makes sense.
A lot of the time with football, they were scared because they thought that some of the football fans won't potentially, like, they'll be disrespectful with it. Yeah, they thought Liverpool playing at home, Liverpool fans they would not respect it. Yeah, they'll be booing.
Liverpool don't consider themselves part of England.
No, they don't. They don't.
Scouts.
Because they're like Barcelona.
Yeah,
they're a separate country within a country. Yeah. But for me, like I said, it was just that was interesting that he was took away football because it was a bit weird. But it is what it is. We move. But there's going to be like backlash of how many things can happen and when they can happen, all the rest of it. I mean, little things like European football. Like, I don't think it's fair that Arsenal can't play Europa League on Thursday.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like that again is a little bit like, but Chelsea can play on Wednesday.
Yeah, I just think that the way they see it, they're literally spreading it out in a sense of, right, manpower for 60,000 fans in 2 days. It's like it's too much manpower to be used, and I just think they're just thinking about it, trying to be fair as possible by certain things to actually continue to happen.
Yeah, it is what it is. We'll find out in the future what kind of stuff it is. But for me, I just didn't think there was a reason to cancel football. But you disagree. All right, so AJ and Tyson Fury. It's been announced December the 3rd. I think it's semi-announced. I think like they've done it. They just haven't signed contracts and stuff. Excited about the fight? I think they've accepted terms, but I don't think it's gone through.
I think it's too
legal.
soon for AJ. You know, I think it's too soon for him, man. Like he needs a good few months off that world and the second. I know, this is an opportunity in a lifetime. I know. He probably he didn't see this coming at all. No one did, because he thought, listen, I've lost it twice to Usyk. My chances of getting any sort of belt is not now. Do you know what I mean? So he's like, I'm way down the picking list now. So for this to come up now, I know it's a great opportunity, but just for his mental and bro, his body went through a lot, man. Just relax, brother. Because I think it's too soon.
But what this could be the story, you know, like
he's not being Fury. Sorry, he's not being Fury.
I'm just saying it could be that whole kind of thing. Maybe he thinks this is his moment.
Yeah.
I think
he has to think that. He has to believe that as well. He has to, as a boxer and as a competitor, you have to believe this is your moment. But
the thing about Tyson Fury, I feel like it's dumb, but he could probably beat Tyson Fury on this. You know, like
no, he can't.
No, because I don't. The thing is,
way.
I don't know if Tyson Fury is even on it himself. Do you know what I mean? If that makes sense, I feel like Tyson Fury would lose this fight and say, whatever, innit? Like I was going to retire anyway.
He wouldn't.
Nah.
Tyson Fury wouldn't.
Especially to AJ, he does not want to lose. He can't. He doesn't want to lose to AJ. That's 100%. 100%.
I just hope AJ goes as the roadman from back in the day, an aggressor. Like, I'm not here to play nice. I'm going to be aggressive and literally throw punches to attempt to knock him out.
Yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice to see AJ win, though.
Of course,
particularly for this fight, because
that'll be a story. That'll be a match.
Yeah, I think it would be some sort of redemption. I think it would just like after what he's recent that stuff, it would just be nice.
It'll be his
pick me
moment.
up, especially Tyson Fury, because I remember before we spoke about this, we're like, we don't know who we'd want to win, innit? We like them both, sort of thing. I think now, if he did that, if he's fighting him, I think it would be good for him to win.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I don't see him finding a way to beat Tyson Fury in no way, shape, or form at all.
No, I don't.
He's not going to knock him out. No one's knocking Fury out. If you're not Wilder, you're not knocking Fury out. Yeah, and
if Wilder was a better fighter, maybe he could have.
No, but the thing is, he didn't knock him out. But AJ hasn't got that power, and
he has got that power. He has got it there.
Not for Fury. Not for Fury.
No, but this is what I'm saying. I almost feel AJ's got to go in first 4 rounds, do the most. If you get past 4th round, just admit you've lost and throw the towel in and keep it moving. Do you know what I mean? Like, just go all out, bruv.
Yeah.
Like, get him wobbling, bruv. Just get him wobbling. And then we've also got Eubanks versus Ben. That's coming up.
Conor Ben, yeah. But apparently, Eubanks Senior is saying like his son shouldn't take it. The weight drop is too much for him, and it is.
Weight drop, or is it weight
drop? Yeah, because Eubanks dropping weight, and Conor's putting on weight. So for the person putting on weight, it's minor. Do heavier weights, and you're getting more power in your punches because you're putting more weight on. And Eubanks losing weight, a lot of weight. To the catch weight is 157. You know what I mean? And Eubanks like always like 165, 167, and he has to drop to 157. That's a lot. Eubanks was saying that he hasn't been that weight since he was a teenager. Do you know what I mean? So it's a lot. So Eubanks Senior said the weight drop is too much. Do you know what I mean? Whereas for Conor, it's cool because I think Conor boxes at 140 something. So if the put on weight is minor. He might be a bit sluggish, but he's got more power now. And it won't affect him.
I thought Conor was bigger.
No. Connor's like a. I don't know if he's a light. I don't know what he is, but he's a lot lighter than.
What is he? 140.
140 something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about the same as what's his name though. What was my man's name? The one who used to punch with his side.
Oh, Mayweather.
Mayweather's a 147 as well.
Yeah. So Eubank is more Canelo.
Yeah.
weight. That's his weight. Canelo, Triple G, Kell Brook, all them man there. That's more Eubanks weight. Yeah.
I think as well what it is, I think they've got a rehydration clause because I think you can
Yeah,
drop
he
the
can't-
weight,
But he can't.
he
Yeah.
can't put on so much weight the next day because normally they all just like
Exactly.
they all just dehydrate themselves
Yeah.
for the weigh-in.
Yeah.
And then they just start drinking again, and then they end up putting on water weight and stuff like that. But they're saying, I think it's the
You can't do that.
rehydration. He can't put on so much
Exactly.
weight just by drinking.
So this is what Chris Banks Senior's worried about. He's like Chris Eubanks Senior's worried about because he's like, it's too much on the body. It's too much, and that's why Chris the Junior is saying that how he'll be 60%, which is probably right, roundabout, even maybe less. He'll be like so.
But the thing is, I think Eubank would lose anyway.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Connor's a beast, man. Connor is a beast.
I think he's not good, man. I don't think he's good.
He's not as good as he thinks he is at all.
Yeah,
But he's a good boxer. He's a good fighter.
Yeah.
He's got heart. He's got power, but he's a good fighter. Do you know what I mean?
He doesn't knock anyone out, bro.
But no one knocks him out as well. No one's knocked him out.
I think the last couple of fights where he lost, I was like, this guy's an idiot. Like, you know,
He's only lost 2 fights.
yeah, but it's the manner that he loses. I'm like, come on, man.
No, because all right. So Saunders fight, it was a tale of two. It was a tale of two halves. You know, the first 6 rounds, Saunders killed him.
Yeah,
but he came back like the second half of the fight.
Yeah, but
he came back. You know,
yeah, but
you know
he
what I
only
mean?
did that because he tried to fight 12 rounds. And in my eyes, just fight normal, bro. Like, I don't know why he was geared up for. Remember, before that, he would knock a man out, and he would like punch up a man in the first couple rounds, innit?
Yeah.
And I think like he made himself lose that fight.
Yeah. The Groves fight, he lost it. Groves was just too much. It was a bigger fighter, stronger than him. He couldn't beat
But
him.
also, have you heard him start talking shit on the thing about how like before you fight you got to abstain from sex and
He's his father's son, man. He's his father's son.
Normally I abstain for this many weeks. For you, I'll give you 2 weeks. I was like, this brother.
Connor goes, oh, you think I'm just gonna be walking the park, innit? You think I'm just gonna be walking the park? He goes, yeah, on a hot summer's day.
Yeah, like, he's rude, bro. But then he goes, Jake Paul, I'll give him a week. So you're not that bad. Like, you're not that bad. Man, this guy is taking the piss.
He's his father's son, bro.
Taking the piss, boy. But something that big that did happen over the weekend, okay, after we had DisneyPlus Day on Thursday, which was the same day the Queen passed away, we had a D23 conference. Merv, tell me what were some of the big things that happened at the D23 conference? I know you was on it.
I was, but it was kind of underwhelming at the same time. Innit? Like, not.
Mate, they just give you a big hype, you know.
I'm sorry. I appreciate the hype in it, but I have to bring the hype down. But like, no, you know what? They weren't. You know what? I had like high expectations in it. I was thinking, I wanted to see something X-Men. We don't got none of that. Fantastic Four. I think we've got a new director. I'm not familiar with this director. I can't remember his name off by heart, but yeah, it's not to say like we're getting like not this any shade on the director or anything, but I don't know. I was expecting more in it, but one thing that came out that was a surprise to me was that Werewolf by Night, because I didn't even know they were going to do that. Like, I've never even heard of it, but never heard of it. But I'm fully invested. I think it looks interesting.
I
think it
does, man. This was like a classic horror film, monsters kind of thing, isn't it?
I didn't even watch the trailers.
October the 7th. It's going to come out on DisneyPlus. I think it's shit.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But the Star Wars stuff, yeah, Andor, I'm looking forward to that. Obviously got Mando season 3 trailer next year. What I'm really looking forward to is Tales of the Jedi, like animated.
October 26th.
Yeah.
Animation,
yeah.
Yeah, if
all
you're
6
kind
episodes
of
are coming at the same time.
Yeah, if you're a Clone Wars fan, I love this, man. Like, yeah, but yeah.
You weren't excited about Willow?
Oh yeah, Willow.
Come on, man, these are classics.
I'm scared of Willow.
I'm
scared because you know them films, them standalone films that we never expected sequels for. But if it can do Top Gun Maverick magic, then I'm all for it. It's still one of the greatest films. Yeah.
Secret Invasion. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I'm actually quite disappointed in the fact that it's episodes. It's a TV series. In my head, I thought it was a film. randomly. I thought it was a film, but it's a TV show.
You know why, Rich? Because I think remember back I felt like 2 years or 3 years ago, they done like a future what's coming out in 5 years' time. Do you remember that? And then they had like a list of films that are coming out, and these are all films. But now they've changed their mind to make them series now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? A lot of these things were meant to be films.
Yeah, and I was like, I looked at the trailer, and I thought the trailer was quality. It's like, I thought, yeah, but I was just scared. I thought, oh no, are they going to ruin it by putting in episodes, and it's not going to have the same effect as them putting into a film?
I get what you're saying, but I think I love the fact that these A-list actors can just do series, and we're not just talking about any series, we're talking about MCU series, which is separate from any other TV series you're going to watch, because it's all connected to that wider, like all these series are connected to the films, isn't it? So if you're not watching the series and you go straight into films, you're going to think, Bath, how did this happen? Because you're not watching, like it's still connected. And not only that as well, Nick Fury's been in the MCU for like 15 years, since 2008. Yeah, 2008, yeah. And we've not really had a chance to just kind of concentrate on him. If we're having a series of him for like, I don't know how many hours that will be in total, I want to see that. And I think, look, Samuel Jackson's in his 70s. I can't see him doing Nick Fury for not much longer. Yeah, he's in his 70s, bro. Yeah, he is like, so I think that would be good just to kind of focus on him for a while before we start moving on to the next generation, because he's not gonna do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And there's a few people that are going to be in that one. Like I think Don Cheadle's going to be in that. They're going to have different people that kind of pop in that. And Don Cheadle's also going to have another series. Well, he's going to be another series called Armor Wars.
Yeah, Armor Wars. The Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts.
That looks quite good, actually.
Thunderbolts looks good. That's got Yelena, Red Guardian, the US Agent. I'm looking for Valentina.
Bucky as well. Yeah, it basically is like some DC version of Suicide Squad, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that is.
I feel like
I think they're doing too much.
Well, what they're doing, look how much they're doing, but they're still killing it.
You know what it is? They've got a channel now, innit? So them having a channel now, it's giving that freedom.
Yeah,
they're killing it. Like even their worst things, they're still killing it.
Because if they have this channel, I think a lot of these things will be movies. Do you know what I mean? And we have to wait longer. We have to wait longer.
Because I guess in that sense, you're waiting for a Netflix, you're waiting for a Prime, you're waiting for one of those kind of guys to pick up.
Obviously, Daredevil's all let's say 2023, right?
Yeah, they're saying how many episodes they said? They're saying that's
18, isn't it? And apparently, it's not. They're not treating it as like a season 4. Season. Yeah, so it's like I think it's kind of reboot. Yeah, but it's still like Indiana Jones 5 as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Last.
Do you know what?
If they put Harrison Ford in it, I'm gonna go.
Obviously, he is Harrison Ford, isn't it?
Come on, man. You can't do it without Harrison
Ford. He's Indiana
bro.
Jones, bro.
This film's been in production since 2015, you know. So, like, he's 80 now, actually. He's turned 80 this year, isn't it?
That's how long it's taken to do the stunts.
So, but he was saying, like, you guys.
That's not what you said.
That's so wrong.
I didn't even get a double, you know.
Well, no, he's saying this is his last one, and it's got. I'm a bit dubious of it because obviously the Crystal Skull movie.
What, the one with
Shia LaBeouf and
I enjoyed that, you know.
It was. I'm gonna need to watch it again. I don't think it wasn't offensive to me, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else came out. It's all right. I was expecting more. I thought because we didn't get all of that in Comic-Con. Yeah, whatever's missing out from Comic-Con, they're gonna make up for it. Like because D23 is a big event, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see what happens next year. And I know they spoke about the beginning of Phase 5 of the MCU, and the Ant-Man and the Wasp is going to be a big film because that will be the first film that Kang is in properly.
Yeah.
And then they'll start to kind of put Kang in some of the other movies.
Oh yeah, they have to, innit? Like Thanos.
Oh, did you see that Kang's outfit?
Jonathan Major's outfit.
Oh my god! I don't know if you ever see his outfit. It's horrendous.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I didn't see it.
Anyway, that his outfit probably cost more than my salary for the whole year, bro.
No doubt, no doubt. All right. I know we've got things to do very quickly. I want to shout out. Well, I don't know this. No, the first of all, we're going to shout out a RIP to the young man that was killed by the police. Was it last week, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
A week and a bit, probably.
Yeah. So we're going to say RIP to
Chris Cava.
Chris Cava. He was a rapper from
6-7 South. Yeah.
Was 6-7 he was in, or something else? I don't know what group it was.
6-7. Yeah, it wasn't 6-7.
Oh, is it? I like 6-7 still. All right, cool. But yeah, he was shot by the police, and I know today they apparently suspended the police officer that did the fatal shot, and a lot of the other police officers then turned around and said, "Well, we'll hand our guns back in."
That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
Don't agree with it.
Look at that. Look at that. And I bet you they all kept quiet, even though they witnessed what happened. They're all like quiet. All
these people get to live their lives, you know.
Blue bloods, man. Blue bloods.
Yeah, it was a weird one, because I remember when it first came out, they did that same thing that they did when
Mark
Douglas, there was some story about he had a gun, he fired a shot, all of this stuff. Then obviously it's now come out that none of that was true.
But a lot of people have died, especially black people have died in police custody, you know, but it never gets to the news.
Yeah.
I don't know if I showed you, but there's a clip I put in a group, one lady just breaking it all down about like the amount of deaths that's happened in police custody, but no one talks about it. It doesn't get brought up in the news or nothing. And there's been quite a few, man, over the years.
Yeah.
I think like since 1990 or something, it's been like 1,300 or something like that.
Wow. Yeah. It's a weird one. I know it's gone to the IOPC now, and they're going to do the investigation, but I don't know if they'll come back and say it's an unlawful killing. It's like when you hear things in America when they say, "I was in fear of my life," or blah blah. If they can say that and they can prove that or whatever, then it's not an unlawful killing. So I'm not necessarily looking very hopeful about this. There was some talk about he was in a car, and earlier in the week, that car had been used in some form of gun crime, and that's why they thought it was them, and blah blah blah. But again, I can't talk about it, so I really have no idea. But I get me my thoughts with the family, and I know they did a march on Saturday, and Sky News incorrectly said that all these people are going to go and pay their tribute and stuff. And I think the reporter Anchor has come back and now since apologized.
Yeah, I mean it's an honest mistake. It's timing. It's the timing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
But there was also a rapper in America. I have no idea who this rapper is. I'm not gonna lie to you, but PNB Rock. But the whole of like Twitter and social media are kind of going, because basically I think he went on a date with his girl or his girlfriend. I don't know if it's a girlfriend, but basically I think she must have posted the location, like tagged the photo with the location, and then the world, like social media, going at her because they believe she's responsible for my man's death because she been posting where he was and all the rest of it.
I don't know if she tagged. I don't know if she tagged.
It wasn't a location. It wasn't
just the venue where she was in.
Yeah, just the venue.
Tag the venue. He tagged the venue.
Yeah, but I've seen counter videos on the back of that. These chicken shops are they're everywhere.
Yeah, but it was a weird one because that's what I'm saying. People were upset because she tagged the video, but without saying, well, actually, the people that shot him are in the wrong. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. Of course, yeah.
It's almost like in America. It's almost like, well, it's your fault. You should. What do you mean?
Yeah.
I can't show myself having fun at a restaurant or like without getting killed because of like.
Yeah, like America, it's a standard. Like, okay, you tell me where you live. Now I get to kill you.
Exactly. Yeah, it's your fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very sad, man. It's very sad.
It's broad daylight, you know. Broad daylight.
1 o'clock. 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
America's wild, bro.
Well, the video's online, bro. You don't want to watch that, bro.
Nah.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, don't see
it.
Yeah,
nah. I also think like the world needs to stop sharing those kind of videos, you know, bro. Like we become so desensitized to a man taking next man's life because it's like the videos are shared in WhatsApp groups. Bro, I almost feel like, you know, in WhatsApp groups, I feel like man should be at least send a trigger warning. Like this video is this. Delete it if you don't want to watch it. Do you know what I mean?
I agree.
Certain man just be sending videos, you be pressing play, and you're like, what? Especially at work. Sometimes people will be sending you other
Yes,
types of videos.
Rich.
Yeah, Rich is like, you can see that he's slightly smiling though, because he's proper the number one.
He's
I
the
saw
number
for
one,
that.
bro.
Bruv, you know I stopped opening Rich's videos at work, innit? Just for that simple fact, I just don't open them at work, bro. I can't open them around people.
Apologize for my previous behavior.
No
I'm now a
worries.
changed man.
Yeah.
All right, amen. All right, cool. Guys, let's get on with some TVs. All right, I know it's been a bit of a long week, but we had to do a little RIP and a tribute to the Queen. All right, guys. Let's go back to our favorites, Raising Kanan, season 2,
What about
episode 5. So this time we had Mum taking Kanan to camping for what he thought they were going to do, some kind of, like, I don't know, rebuilding their relationship. Obviously, Mum, really, it was just an excuse to take him down there so they can get rid of the body.
Wait, you know this mum, right? I don't like her at all, you know.
Rack. I love
Rack?
Rack now. I actually love her now.
No,
I actually don't want her to die no more.
No, I thought she was real. Like, yeah, she was just a piece of something this episode.
yeah, she's just like you're forcing your son into the game, and
Yeah.
you know he's unsure about everything in general. You're making, first of all, you made him try and kill your dad, right? And now you're burying a body, a rotted body.
Yeah, like why? Yeah.
So I just thought, shit. So Kanan almost killed his dad, and he killed his son in the future.
Yeah,
That guy.
told you.
You know what I'm saying? Rack's gonna she's the missing link where she'll go to, and he'll like
Nah,
Rick
I don't
says,
think she will. You know, I genuinely don't think she will. I think the mum is making Kanan the man he is today, bro.
unless of course Rack survives, like you think she's dead, she'll show up in Power Book 2 or something, season 3, yeah, whatever. Like that'll be some real stuff. Okay?
Nah, man. I think I rate Rack. You know, I just rate her, man. I think she's sick.
No.
I think the
like
way she badged up them Italian brothers, like, I just think she's hot. Like, she's hard.
in the way she hustles the game and everything, great. But in a way that she's nurturing her son, I don't like that.
Yeah, but
I'm
also
not
I
in
think
agreement.
you're looking at it with these eyes. You're not looking at, bruv, everyone. That was the game, bro. Like so much so that he probably would have got involved in the game if she wasn't encouraging him or not.
And he would have probably done it sloppy as well.
Yes, at least she's teaching him how to do the stuff.
Right.
It reminds me of what's his name was. What is Ghost's son called? Tariq. How Tasha she had to coach Tariq, bro.
No, I get that.
Also, like what's his name? Just thinking about Dexter Morgan. I don't know if anyone's watched Dexter. Like his dad obviously was so because he's just like psychopath and he's just killing everyone. Like he goes like, if you're gonna kill someone, kill the bad guys, in it. So you must have to kind of shape what's already there, in it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, we had oh my god, my name's a shit. The cousin. She done her singing in the church.
Jukebox.
Is that real voice?
Jukebox. Yeah, no, Jukebox can sing. No,
I
she can
remember
sing.
you saying
She's in films like where she's singing.
She was
sick.
miming, bruv, in this one, bruv.
No, she can sing though. She can actually sing. She was in.
I believe she can sing. I believe she can sing.
Yeah, I'm gonna say she was singing. Obviously, it's probably not. It's probably come on. No one's gonna sing and record at the same time. Do you know what I mean? But I think she's a good actress. I think she's good.
How do you think about what Lou done by taking a song and giving it to his other new singer he signed up?
Fake Aaliyah. You know what? When she appeared on the screen, I had to like it literally looked like Aaliyah. You know,
I said
obviously
that a few weeks ago. I think I got ridiculed.
Yeah, sorry, man. Whoever done that, sorry.
Oh, it was you and Nate. It was you and Nate. I did say
nothing to do with me, bro.
No, it was you, man. Because I know Kel wasn't here. Who's dodging?
That was on last week that Kel went here.
No, I didn't. I said a few weeks ago.
Okay, but yeah, no. I think it's a solid episode. I feel like the Italians are now coming, and I think they're going to now do some form of agreement.
That Italian guy is a prick, you know. That racist one.
Yeah.
But you see you see that's Italians. No disrespect to the modern Italians.
But
and that's why I don't watch Italian things, guys.
No. But it's not that.
Brother, that showed you why I don't watch them stuff.
But you know what? It just showed like one Italian with a normal rational mind. We don't kill kids. They have rules, isn't it?
Yeah, but remember what overcome that rule was the fact that it was a black man and a white girl. So that threw him. He didn't care about his rules.
Yeah.
Do you get me? Because that was innate of him. That was in the mid. That was in his core.
Yeah, I get that. But I respect that other Italian man for shooting him. I respect him for shooting him. He's like, no. You know the rules, bro. What are you doing? Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Don't make things difficult for me.
Yeah, because the boss will whack them, innit?
Yes.
We'll whack both of them, boy. Listen, I don't know why Marvin just becoming more comedic.
He's a
these
bad.
episodes.
Tell me, he was a bad boy in this episode, isn't it?
The way he was like that when he's getting rid of the body. I was spraying the body like that.
Again, you know what it was? You know, from last week when they were saying the room was stinking, I was like, that's
Yeah.
the body. You know, like,
Yeah.
like Marvin had no reason to put the body in the bloody wall like that.
Yeah.
And he got the man going, yo, I need to get a hit. He's like, nope, we're stock take. We're closed for stock take, bro. Here, take it and get out of here and tell everyone the crack house ain't open right now.
And that girl returned, didn't it? The one from 90210. Was it 90210? The white woman, the white
the
girl,
one that he was doing the start
before. Yeah. She like he was just doing her now, isn't it? Like just following her.
Even the policeman came and knocked on the window and told him to move on. He's like, no, I was just eating these crisps and I didn't want to eat and drive.
I got a few left.
Would you like one? I was like, this guy there, he's
funny. He's funny. And do you know what? You know, when his counselor came to meet him personally,
yeah,
I was counting to 10 until we see the bed scene.
Yeah.
Because I thought I was thinking, when's it gonna happen? But that's probably for next week, bro.
But also, one quick question. I don't know if any of you know the answer. So Famous, Famous's real name is Sean, yeah?
In the program itself.
Yeah, in the program.
Yeah.
Why do you think Kanan named his son after Famous?
Oh, probably put him too.
Don't know. I guess we'll never know right now.
So what's his son's name? Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kanan's son. Remember? Yeah, Kanan's. Yeah.
Remember Sean that used to work for Ghost, the driver.
Yeah, but did it ever say I named you after my friend?
No, but I mean,
not really.
Not really.
It wasn't in the script.
But I'm saying, like, your best friend was name was Sean and your son's name was Sean. That's what I mean. I'm just.
Yeah, no, they could be linked, you know.
Yeah.
Be linked.
It would make sense.
Next year, Sean's gonna die in it, basically.
Possibly. All right, cool, guys. Let's go on to She-Hulk. Okay, after last week, Rich, you admitted that you didn't mind She-Hulk. What was your thought?
I enjoyed that one episode.
Okay, so have you gone back to I enjoyed that one episode and it's shit again?
No, I can't remember what happened.
Oh,
for me, this is what's it called?
I forget what episode.
No, what's the last thing we watched?
Moon Knight.
No,
he thinks it's the same as the one with the South Asian girl in it.
Yeah.
Oh, Miss Marvel.
Yeah. For me, I got no interest, man. I got no interest whatsoever in this.
So what happened?
She in this episode, she was defending Wong.
Yeah.
Do you remember the guy was using the
comedy? It's a comedy. It's just a comedy.
But that's where it's on
comedy.
No,
that's where it's on the tin, bro.
Everything's a comedy now in Marvel. Everything's a comedy.
Comedy, bro.
Everything's a comedy in Marvel.
The world's a fucked up place right now. What's wrong
Nah,
with you smiling?
From Hawkeye to bloody Miss Marvel to they're all She-Hulk. They're all comedies now. It's like I just want something to watch.
But to be fair though, She-Hulk is even in the comic she breaks the fourth wall. Like so, what she does in this, she does in the comic. So that's consistency of her character either way.
Yeah, I hear you, Bob.
But I understand though. It's like,
but okay, in the comics, is she?
And it's dead comedy. It's dead comedy.
In the comic, is she an attorney at law as well? Or
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so it's just her character is the same.
Yeah, there's no. I guess the only difference is that it's just more relating to the times, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Just don't need this show.
I think we do. I enjoy She-Hulk.
It's activity, man. It's just a piece of the puzzle in this long line of MCU forever.
Yeah, I just think it's a break, man. I think it's just different. I quite like it.
I know, yeah. Obviously, this episode was about, you had on one hand, because it was that magician that was removed from Camouflage, isn't it? and he was just
Oh.
misusing these powers, like because he still had these. Is it sling ring?
Donny
Yeah.
Blaze.
Yeah, Donny Blaze. That's it. Yeah, he had his sling ring. He's just kind of just being a bit reckless with it. So that's what Wong wanted to sort of, or wanted Jennifer to prosecute him, just to say stop doing it. But obviously, he had the side storyline where Jennifer's just looking for dates, and it just wants to like.
She's on the old Tinder, trying to swipe left, swipe right, and all them things.
Yeah, and obviously she had some tools to deal with. But like, she finally met that guy that was just like proper, just all about her, innit? Proper feminist and everything, and reading that book and stuff. And it's like the moment they just got it on, and she just
She let her guard down, and she showed him like this is who I am.
Yeah,
man's like, man just S out the building.
Basically, man got catfished, didn't it? Which is weird because at this point, everyone, the whole world should know that who she is. So it's like, is it a surprise that she like? Was he just thinking, all right, I saw She-Hulk on this app. All I want is She-Hulk. I'm not expecting you to power down not 1 second, innit?
Yeah, he was into She-Hulk. He was not into Jennifer, boy. He was not into Jennifer at all.
What? So you know that Donny Blaze guy? You know he's related to
Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah. Obviously, I saw on my emergency guys.
Okay. Yeah, because I thought that as well. I'm like, yeah. Makes sense.
So there is a link between them two.
Oh, little Ghost Rider.
But yeah, even like I said, even when She-Hulk carried my man to the bedroom, I thought that was quite funny.
That was a trailer, isn't it?
Yeah. Even with Wong at the end, Wong with his new brethren.
Oh, Madison with and the why it's not what you think it is. Like she's just been over the internet thinking, this is an insufferable character. Don't do this.
Like, what do you like to drink? What do you like? I don't know. Like I said, it's light relief. It's all right.
She looked like she should belong to Euphoria. Don't you think so?
Yeah, she was just on the job. She was just on getting wasted, to be fair. But yeah, it'd be interesting. I like the fact that Wong likes Sopranos and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean?
Bigger spoiler as well, you know. Bigger spoiler for those who ain't seen Sopranos. Shame everyone. I actually had to see it. I felt so happy that I'm so glad I've seen this in it. But yeah.
No, She-Hulk was good, man. Obviously last week, Thursday, certain things that should have come out on Thursday didn't come out till probably later in the week. One of those things was the Rap Game UK. Rich, you watched this week's episode?
Of course.
All right, we'll do very quickly. What do you think? Did the right three go through?
No. Look, obviously the right two, one or two of them, right? Big Jess went through. Fantastic. Done an excellent job. Jay Clark, perfect, as expected. But Zoel, they put Zoel over as Saka.
No, but she couldn't go through. Oh, you don't him. You meant the one who did the hooks?
No, they put Zoel, the girl.
Yeah, but over 3 hours, whatever her name was.
Yeah, 3 hours. Zoel's is dead.
No, but I think she kept on forgetting the words. She wasn't ready to go through yet.
Even I don't mind her not going through. However, I would have went for the other mixed race guy.
The one with the hooks.
Yeah, I would have went for him. It's just like or a male.
Mayo.
But I would have went for him. But no, I just feel that Zoel does not deserve to be in that top three. And I think she's very, very, very lucky to be in that top three because what she's achieved throughout the competition has been horrendous.
I guess that's almost kind of equal opportunities type thing.
No, but I don't accept that. I can't accept that. It's not about equal opportunities. It's about the best individuals go to the final. And she has not performed at a level for my opinion. She hasn't even hit number one throughout the whole competition.
I will say though, I do think because Big Jest went on first, the crowd warmed up.
I feel sorry for Big Jest,
because he went first, and I felt like by the time the others went up, I feel like the crowd were a little bit more like, okay, cool, this is something. Do you know what I mean? They were getting involved because Zoel's got bare like love. She was making bare mistakes like, yeah. Can I just start again? I was thinking, what?
No, you can't do that. I'm sorry.
But the audience, they rated her.
Like even the little one, Saka one.
Yes.
Like she said, I'm from Liverpool, and the whole place went mental. I was like, what?
Yeah,
come
they went
on.
mad. They went mad. They
Her
went mad.
accent is just like, it's a fundamental of her.
Yeah,
Her accent will make her a star.
she's like them. That group. I don't know what their names are. The one that's we got box and potion. That potions and boxes or whatever the bloody song is. Like it's
yeah.
like I don't know,
Hacks
bro.
and potions.
Yeah, it just sounds sick on a rap beat kind of thing.
It just, they sound good as their accent and it works. And I think what's their name? 3PLs.
Yeah.
3PLs. Sorry for disrespecting you and calling you Saka. Apologies. But honestly, I think in the recording studio she'll be fantastic.
Yeah.
On the music, it's recorded and everything. She'll do really, really, really well. I do think she has a future, but I just feel I'm a bit disappointed in Captain Conan and Target for picking Zoel to go through to the final. I don't think she was worthy. However, you know, they're in a better position than me, then they know. But from what I saw, my opinion, she will not get in my top 10, man.
Yeah. No, definitely. All right. That was sick. All right. Lord of the Rings prequel. Have you started catching up yet? Or have you locked it off?
I didn't watch it at all.
No, but have you caught? Did you watch last week's one? Have you like caught up?
No, I haven't even caught up. The Queen took priority.
Bro, you know when a man like comes with all the energy, I'm gonna watch the prequel and yeah, I'm back.
I don't think these shows are for rich.
No, it was for more House of Dragons, wasn't it? It was more House of Dragons. But
that's what we're talking about. House of Dragon.
No, you said Lord of the Rings.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
I do apologize. I meant Game of Thrones.
That comes later.
Sorry, that comes later. Sorry, I did mean House of Dragon. I didn't mean House of Dragon.
I didn't watch House of Dragons this week. I didn't watch it this week. But
Okay.
I'm already up to date, innit? I've only missed this episode.
Oh, so you're not up to date then?
No, I'm sorry. I'm up to date in a sense, apart from the last episode, which came out on Sunday or Monday, was it?
All right, cool. You was wrong and strong, boy.
No, but you mentioned Lord of the Rings. And
No, I meant House of Dragon, but it's the fact that you said I am up to date. I just haven't watched this week's episode.
Yeah.
Which by default means you're not up to.
In your opinion.
All right, Kel, have you watched House of Dragon this week?
I have.
Oh, so we are talking about House of Dragon.
We are talking House of Dragon. We are fuck Lord of the Rings.
It does get a bit confusing, isn't it, man?
I think Lord of the Rings should be first, you know.
Do you want to do Lord of the Rings first?
Yeah, let's get out of the way quickly, innit? But no, it was actually, you like Lord of the Rings. That's why you're probably leaving it.
No, do you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, because House of Dragon started before Lord of the Rings. So all I do is I just use the same format, the same order each week.
Oh, okay. Well,
so literally, that's all it is. It's it's literally just the same format.
Yeah.
Because those regulars, that's all it is.
Yeah.
My Wi-Fi's been going in and out, so if I break up, apologies.
Just one thing. There's one part you did a capture, bruv, and I was like, where did Kel go? Honestly, it glitched and you disappeared, and I thought, hey,
Juju.
All right, House of Dragon episode 4. I meant to say Game of Thrones, not Lord of the Rings. That's where it threw me. So I was going to say I meant to say Game of Thrones prequel, not Lord of the Rings prequel. All right, Game of Thrones prequel, House of Dragon episode 4. It was a wild episode.
Wild, really wild.
It was a wild episode.
Hold on.
Is Kel pretending to glitch?
No. You lot are freezing, so I'm not sure if you can hear me or not.
No, we
can hear me now.
We can hear you just fine.
Listen, me and Rich told you that there's an undertone between the uncle and the niece. We told you, do you remember?
I remember you telling us that.
You like, nah, no way.
And it finally happened.
No, but Rich, you can't say it because you didn't watch it.
No, but it was clear and obvious.
Nah, it's still not. It was a bit wild though. It was very wild.
Well, they didn't go the whole way. They didn't go the whole line.
So how can I and myself and Kel clearly see something? You guys, I don't understand why you guys couldn't see it. It was obvious there was something.
It's not that we couldn't. I'll be honest. It's not that we couldn't see it. I think we didn't want to see it.
Yeah.
No, come on.
No, I know, but you didn't want to see the incestuousness. I didn't want to see that. That's what it is. I didn't want to see it.
Bro, you watched twins get on with each other. What are you talking about?
Huh?
The twins at Game of Thrones.
Okay, cool.
Bro,
cool.
Say,
Do the full thing, bro.
Only fans again, hey? Only fans again.
But they're adults though, isn't it? They're adults. Yeah, they're adults as well. It's like it's not as weird because it's like they're adults and they're actors. But
for me, it was uncomfortable because she's a child.
Yeah. There was just.
How old is she actually?
She's 22, you know, or 23 in real life. Like, you
She's
know,
not a
everyone's had to IMDb
Oh no,
that
how old is
straight
she
away.
in the show? In the show, how old is she?
Sorry.
Oh, to be fair, she was 15 before. That was like, but just like so many years have passed. So she might be about 18 now.
Yeah, but
all right
she's
then.
Not a child, bro.
That's all right then.
Yeah, but it's the same actress that she was when she was 15, isn't it? So I don't realize, like, in my eyes, she's the same child, isn't it?
Yeah, I had to look, but I had to think, no, this is obviously they wouldn't do that for
And bro,
a show,
she was
like,
dying for it. She was dying for it, bro.
yeah, I like it.
The uncle gave her a little signal, and she was about it.
But Damon's he's impotent, isn't it? So
Is
it's
he?
like it kind of
Yeah.
looked like he was teasing her, but actually he can't perform, in it. So it's like
I must have missed that part.
because I remember like in the first episode,
He was lashing us prostitute woman.
yeah, and it's like he just
Oh yeah. I just thought he had his mind on stuff.
yeah. It's so deep, like, but obviously, he, like how it started, he returned, didn't it? Like, he came back and has just been waging battles with everyone. And King Viserys just sort of said, you know what? Yeah, you helped save the realm, minute, so come back to us, innit? And then, yeah, then obviously, like, so because time still was passing, it, and like, what's her name? Oh, her name's just completely gone out my head. Rhaenyra, yeah. She's just still kind of in her feelings about, like, you know, going to be the heir, or is her brother going to be the heir still, and all that stuff, and just kind of wants to live without these boundaries as well. It's like there's one thing being the heir, but she still wants to live without boundaries. And what's her name takes it through some back passage, isn't it? Like to just get out of the castle and then.
Pause. Sorry, carry on. I'll say it for you.
Yeah, she's just like, yeah, that's when he takes her to that kind of brothel place. But I almost feel like Damon just didn't expect her to.
I don't think Damon expected her. I think Damon wanted to
shock her.
Yeah, but also I think he wanted to hold the power.
Yeah.
I think when she then was like, okay, and she kind of took back that power, Damon couldn't. He was like, whoa, this is too much. I think he's very much used to it. Even the way he talks to his girlfriend or whatever he is.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's always calling her a whore and all of this.
Yeah.
I feel he needs to have that power. Otherwise, he can't deal with strong women.
No. Well, obviously as well, like, I forgot about the even like when she got sent away to choose like a suitable husband, isn't it? It's all these.
That scene was sick, bro. That little boy, bro, I was busting up.
Oh, the little boy stabbed up the man.
Yeah, I was busting because in the background you can see him. Yeah. In the background,
and you think he's gonna get fixed because like, when they kind of went away from him, like, oh, that poor boy's just gonna die, isn't it? Like,
It's when they said,
"Just gonna dragon, you cunt."
Yeah. It's when they said though he comes from a family of killers, you know, like that. I said, yeah, this boy, he's about his job, bro. He's about his job.
And he's got the first man blood, isn't it?
Yeah. But no, like I said, it's interesting episode. Obviously, after she comes back and that she feels that uncle rejects her, she comes home and she does her thing with the soldier. Which, to be fair, I thought she was. He is always the one I thought she was going to do a team.
Yeah. You can tell they got chemistry there.
Yeah, and
and he raped him. He had no say.
She did. And then obviously the next day it comes out.
You disagree, Merv? She raped him, bro.
I don't think she raped him.
Wow. He was like, no.
Yeah, obviously it's like because you know it's his position, isn't it?
Yeah,
but it's like
she's the potential. She's heir to the throne, bro. He can't reject her.
I wouldn't say it's rape. I think that's
it's a man.
No, because it's a man. I just think like because he was on it. He's always been on it from the moment, innit? You can see that chemistry they've had. So it's like you shouldn't be doing this because you're the queen, like or princess, whatever. But like he's just thinking about all the consequences, isn't it? You know, when you want to have something, but you're just worried because of your position. That's what I think it was.
But you know, it's busting me up, bro. The amount of armor shit to take off.
I was like,
how long is this gonna take, bro?
No such thing as a quickie there, boy. Long, bro. And then obviously it came out the next day that the uncle took us to brothel, and then she lied to her friend and she lied to the dad and all the rest of it.
No, she didn't lie because they kissed. But everyone, obviously, the story was they done things in it. but they didn't. All they done was lips.
Yeah.
So it was like a
Yeah.
it's not the truth, but
Because Otto had a
not
follow,
lying.
didn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
But I think Otto's. I think he's been a sideman for a long time anyway.
Yeah.
I think he's been a sideman for a long time. He's looking after his own. He wants his grandson.
Oh yeah,
to
blatantly.
the throne.
Well, obviously he's got himself sacked, innit?
Yeah, so Otto sacked, and also, what was that potion? The poison that they brought at the end?
No, it wasn't poison.
It's some sort of
It's for the bullshit thing.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah.
That's mad, you know.
Because what's
that doesn't believe her, it? That doesn't believe her.
Obviously, they're gonna think they set the Damon, so he doesn't want that to happen. But if she's actually pregnant, she's getting rid of the. I remember the guy's name is what getting rid of the child, isn't it? Yeah.
That's so mad, you know.
It is mad. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Even like with King Viserys and the name Addison, is it Addison?
She's not interested.
No, but that was an uncomfortable scene, man.
That was cringe, bro.
The guy's there, his back's all rotting and everything, man. It's just like you're just there thinking, Rhaenyra's all saying that she's going to brothels having fun, and I'm just here like just loud.
Brother. She's literally just looking in the sky saying, all right, cool. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
Imagine. That must have been so standard back in the day, though. It's like,
100%.
Gonna take this, and they feel nothing at all. Like,
it's horrible. It's horrible. Yeah, it's horrible. All right. I know time is pushing on, Merv. C. Are you up to date with C?
I am, yeah.
Yeah, I am as well. Yeah.
So what did you not think of this episode? C.
That Coughlin needs to die, bro. He needs to get his head chopped off. He needs to die. He pissing me off, man.
Yeah, it's so annoying, man.
What's wrong with him?
What, because he rescued the Queen?
Yeah.
In fact, he needs to die accidentally. Like they need to just be having a war, and like arrow just goes in his neck by accident.
But you knew that you knew it was him that rescued the Queen, though, innit? From last week. From the time that the Queen said to him, "You've got to look after the baby and the baby mother," I knew it was him.
Baby mums, isn't it? That's it, where
like she's got something over him, innit? So she's always seducing him.
Yeah.
Which again is another thing.
Baba Vass pissed me off as well, bro. Just chop her legs off. You got her there. Just chop her legs off, bro.
If anything happens to me, I will kill this baby.
Yeah, so what? Baba Vass, just chop her legs off, man. Just chop. Do you know what I mean?
No, she needs an Oscar. You know, I swear.
Oh, I swear she's on the baddest actress.
Her voice alone just needs an Oscar. You know?
She's on the baddest actresses on TV, bro. It's when her voice goes high and low.
Like, yeah, man.
Yeah, it's another weird one, obviously. So I don't know where it's going. I don't know where it's going.
This is the last season as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the final season.
I think the Queen, well, because she's still got followers, isn't it? She's got followers still, so she'll come back. I just hate the way she always gets away. Like, I know it's all part of the story. They got to long it out.
Yeah.
If they kill the Queen, there's no real story after that. Obviously, they still got the story of the war and stuff. But, but yeah, that whole storyline is just getting on my nerves now.
But I do like the way they stabbed up the other woman though, when they killed.
Yeah.
You know, the woman that tried to help the Queen.
Oh
yeah.
It was nice. It was nice. All right, guys, this is Rich. You can get back involved now. Capture final 2 episodes.
Okay, we just clap.
Why are you gonna clap? Why are you clapping on that?
Because the series is amazing, bro.
Oh, okay, cool. What do you think about it, Rich?
Why is it no sounds?
No, it's good. Anyway, because Rich, when I was telling Rich, this is one of the best British programs.
What do you mean?
Oh, now you're not. Now we can hear you.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was really, really good. I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
But I went, yeah. So obviously I was watching it on my lunch break, innit? But obviously I couldn't finish it at my lunch break. So I thought, okay, cool. When I get on the overground, bit of reception, and I was watching it so much, I missed it. I was like, oh shit! I saw my train go past. I was like, oh man, okay, next one. I'll make sure I don't miss the next one. Watch it. And it's like every 15 minutes, by the way. I'm watching it in depth again. I was pissed. It was raining as well, man. That's how much I was into it. But no, it was really good, man. Really, really good. Really, really good storyline. But I'm a bit just jump into the end. I know it's two episodes we've got to talk about. Can I jump to the end?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, go on.
Nate's like,
Yeah, there's like, I want this play by play.
Now go to episode 5.
No,
let's start.
No, go ahead, because to be honest, time is of the essence. And to be honest, I loved episode 5. I didn't like episode 6.
Yeah, episode 6, I'm a bit lost a bit. Like, where did she get the time to do all that stuff at the end to infiltrate everything and make it turn against them? I don't know if I missed that part when I was.
But that was all. That's why they've done the little flashbacks, isn't it?
Yeah, but the flashback didn't show enough. It didn't show enough, man. I know the sister passed off the fob to Khadijah.
Oh,
yeah, and stuff. But could that one fob do all that to their systems? Do you know what I mean?
Not to the systems. I think it's just giving all the information that's needed to expose.
Yeah. So who's behind the whole different script that came on, and whole Piccadilly Circus? Like, how did that all come about?
Oh, some technical mumbo jumbo in it. I don't think they really need.
No, because they had it planned because obviously remember it was the police officer that carried him to Leicester Square, Piccadilly Circus, innit?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, but nothing was shown about anyway. Maybe I want too much.
Remember, less is more, man. Less is more. Do you know what I mean?
I think when she put her finger over the and it changed the script.
Yeah, I know, but that's one. I didn't see the time. No, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't see the time she had to do that. Do you know what I mean?
But that's what. Because I was kind of on the same page. I'm thinking, they're not doing this again. It's just basically like a rehash of the end of season one. I quite liked actually, because obviously she was fully against it, and things like, no, I'm going to join you now. And it's like, now they do it because up until that point, I thought, no, this season is proper better than the first one. Quite rightly so. But when they go like, look, but this is what we do, and it's almost like, well, this is season 1 all over again. And I thought to myself, like, why is she so happy as well? It's like, yeah, I'm enjoying this now. I'm enjoying that. Like, obviously we saw how course correction actually works, which is interesting as well. Like the way they just replaced doing that TV screen and all that stuff. But obviously it was just a decoy all the time that was happening, innit? Like getting rid of Isaac and all that stuff. So I thought, no, that kind of just got my spirit back. Because I thought, all right, yeah, I didn't see that coming, that twist. I thought she's just going to do it again. It's going to be another. Yeah, I don't know what they would do in season 3.
Is there season 3 though?
Hope.
I don't know, man.
I don't think it could be. I don't think it could be. You know.
And if they did do a season 3, it should just really be about taking down course correction, which kind of boring, really. I think it's still pretty self-explanatory that after this exposure, that there's no more course correction. I don't think they really need to do it. Like, I mean, if they do another series of that, it will just be weak.
Yeah, unless you're getting international and you're trying to, I don't know, infiltrate the world with something like that. But did you not think it was going to be Frank?
I think it was too obvious that it was going to be Frank. No.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be Frank Napier. I thought it was going to be someone else. And then even like with the whole fake cancer thing, or was it fake cancer? I don't even know. Like,
no, it was fake cancer.
It was fake. Yeah.
It was fake. Yeah, it's deep.
No, but does that mean that she's been doing that for ages?
Yeah. But no, man. Gregory just bounced, boy. He's like, God. and another thing that pissed me off, bruv. What's her name? What's the main character's name? Rachel, bruv. She kicked him upside, but not one bruise on his face, no bleeding, nothing. Do you realize that? After a little fight in the office. Alex is on the phone saying blah blah blah
to Frank.
No, to
the
MP. Yeah. Actually, he's got a clear face, no bruises, nothing. I'm like, bruv, Rachel just battered you. How are you not bruised up? But that's a minor thing, though.
And what about when the Russian got shot?
Oh yeah.
Did you expect that bit?
No, of course not.
Definitely didn't.
No, of course not. But I knew she wouldn't die. But I was thinking, how's she gonna get out of this? How's she gonna get out of this?
It was a bit early for her to die in episode.
Yeah. I was thinking she's definitely gonna get out of it, but how is she gonna get out of it?
But
Yeah, I
things
didn't see
like
that coming.
when she's running through the building. Also, for me, okay, and this might be like a bit comicky, yeah. But do you not think, yeah, that if you knew this stuff was going to happen or could happen, yeah, you wouldn't just take out the cameras? Like,
Oh,
see when you're
yeah.
running through, like when she's running through the building, yeah, would you just take out the cameras, like smash the cameras? Because
You're
that's not.
panicking. You know,
running, bro.
you're running. You're
Nah,
panicking, bro.
but she's
You
running.
ain't got time for that.
Yeah, but that's the only way they can see her.
I
Because
know.
literally,
But
remember, he's watching all the camera feeds.
I know. I don't think she knows that though. I don't think she
Yeah.
knows that. She doesn't know how they do it. Do you know what I mean?
At that time, she didn't know how. Yeah, she didn't know how they did it.
Well, she did because she worked on what do you call it, the 6th floor
Or was it mapping?
mapping. She did mapping.
Yeah, but I don't know if you're running through your life, bro. Man's not.
I don't know. I just like when I watched The Wire and like they're trying to commit crimes. That was the first thing they took out, bro, was the cameras.
She was shit though, boy.
But we got 2 hitmen coming after you, bro. 2 hitmen, bro. You ain't got time for.
They killed your
trying to watch
colleague.
cameras.
Like, so yeah, it's
Bro,
just
you're running on the floor and no doors are open. You ran around in a. She ran around in a circle, you know.
I know. But bro, her breaking the cameras down, what would have done then? What would have happened?
Bro, she got in the lift and the lift's not going down, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So even if she broke the cameras, where could she have gone?
Bro, like when she broke that glass when he stabbed a man in his neck, I just felt like we could have had a fighting chance. But again, maybe I'm watching too much MCU.
I think Gregory Knox should have got the beating of his life, bro.
Who?
Gregory
Knox.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you not think that it was a clever thing that he was doing though? Like, did you not think that, you know, when my man went to go and see, like, sit down and watch his presentation, and he did that thing with the guy who wants to be this, and how I thought it was sick.
That was heavy. It's proper like head mess, man. Like the way they do those things. It's really interesting.
All right, just getting back to episode 1 very quickly. So were they coming to kill Gregory Knox then?
I can't remember episode 1. You know?
So you remember that's where her police friend gets shot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The police friend is going to protect Gregory Knox.
But it seems like obviously there's the course correction people, and then there's Gregory Knox and his thing, and so it kind of seems like there's video manipulation from two different sides, isn't it? And like obviously Rachel's just in the middle of it. So possibly because he's like he might be the competition, isn't it? I don't know. I'm sure that yeah.
Good question, man. Good question.
It's interesting. I don't know if we'll ever find out the answer to that. All right. Now, Richard, I do apologize. Lord of the Rings prequel, Rings of Power. I know you haven't watched it because you're a couple episodes behind. That's fine. Merv, what are your thoughts?
I liked this episode. I'm trying to remember what happened. I know Galadriel went with that. Like obviously where they were shipwrecked, innit? And they end up getting to some kingdom. I can't remember the name of the kingdom, man. But I can't remember what she's trying to find. But obviously, like she's just really got her back up in it. And the guy's only just trying to help her sort of get through this. I don't remember what happened, you know.
Hallbrand, and then remember they go and they talk about he just says he's a normal soldier from Southland.
Yeah.
And then she realizes that obviously he's a little bit more.
He was the king of the humans that sided with the dark side.
And then we also learned a bit more about Sauron.
Yeah.
And the fact that it isn't a sign, it's actually a map of Mordor.
Yeah. And those elves that got kidnapped by the what are they called?
The orcs.
The orcs.
That was brutal, bro.
Yeah.
That was brutal.
That was a sick scene.
Bro, you know, like when my man got to the top here, he's like, when we get upstairs and the sun's shining, we've got this. Got up there, like after all of that, got there, just bare arrows. I said, brother.
The orcs don't play fair, bro.
Yeah, bro, they don't play fair. And I think it's what, you know what it is as well? You see, when you watch Lord of the Rings, at all points, you thought that good was all going to overcome evil at some point. Yeah, apart from Return of the King, where you wasn't quite sure.
Yeah.
Because even Frodo turned at the end, You weren't quite sure. But in this one, you kind of know that evil's gonna win.
Nate, do you recognize that black elf? Do you recognize it?
Yes.
Where
Ray
is it?
Donovan.
Oh,
I can't remember where he's from, but I do
Ray
recognize.
Donovan. Ray Donovan.
I don't reckon. Well, I've never seen
the
it.
boxer, Ray
yes,
Donovan,
it's the
yeah.
brother, Ray Donovan's
Yeah.
brother.
No, not the brother. Do you remember there's another boxer that came in for a good few episodes? Puerto Rican boxer. Do you remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's been in some other stuff as well. You know,
I'm sure he has.
I think he's been in some other stuff. But I did feel sorry for him because he's lonely.
Yeah.
Mr. Lonely. Because I don't think the orcs are going to kill him.
No. You know, I think it's an elf that's running things. You know. I
'Cause
think it's an
he-
elf.
What do you mean, the elf behind all the orcs?
Yeah, I think it's an elf running things.
It's interesting, you know,
Yeah.
like a bad elf.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, because there's so many things that are coming on and they're all like almost like historical type things, sometimes it get quite hard because it feels like I'm merging sea into Rings of Power, into House of Dragons. They all seem to be
It's
merging.
true, you know, yeah.
But like they're all saying
They're all like old school kind of.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
almost feels
And,
like
and they're both prequels as well.
yeah, I almost feel like guys, I need this one to come out. Let me binge this one. I can talk about this one, then go on to that one kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah, it's still good. I'm just looking forward to it. I think each week is getting better and better for me in Rings of Power because at first I was like, I'm not sure, but it seems to be picking up a bit of pace now.
As I thought, it's a bit slow. It's a bit slow,
Yeah,
but it's
picking up pace. It's
Yeah.
picking up pace. Like I still don't even know what the giant man and
I think it's Gandalf, you know, a
That's
young,
what I was gonna say.
Gandalf. That's what I
I would
reckon.
say this baby's Gandalf.
so
I think it's a young Gandalf, yeah.
False.
or one of Gandalf. You know, there's a few of them in it.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I think it's from that realm, Gandalf realm kind of thing.
Interesting. Because I didn't know if he was bad or good. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think he knows. I think he's baffed. Like, he's from another dimension. I don't know where he's from.
Man.
Yeah. I might have to do my research on that one. Also, last thing on DisneyPlus Day, it was revealed, well, not revealed, a new TV series called Mike, based on it's a mini series based on Mike Tyson and his life. It's got some people in there like Harvey Keitel, Russell Hornsby, a few people in there. What was your thoughts on it, Rich?
I liked it.
Yeah, I've watched the first four. I think the first 4 episodes have come out on Disney Plus. I know you've watched some more.
I've watched the 4. Yeah.
I know you've watched a couple bit more, Rich.
Yeah, do you know what? It's all right. It's all right, but his voice is annoying, isn't it?
That's how Mike sounds.
Not because he's the narrator as well.
Yeah.
But don't tell Mike that. We get punched in the face.
But I like the way he's got his mannerisms on point. Like his mannerisms, the voice, like he's got it down to a T.
It was interesting because Mike has come out and said he had nothing to do with the show, innit?
Yeah, I know. I was shocked by that.
But it seems like it's based on the Mike. Have you seen that film? You know, every time he goes back to have the kind of conversation with the audience or whatever, the camera.
Yeah.
He done something like that.
Yeah, we've seen that. And I feel like, did they base that on that?
Yeah,
They must have.
Yeah. And this is why I'm a bit disappointed in it. And the rationale behind it is because now you've just said that Tyson said he had no involvement. Because I expected to see a couple of live footages from certain scenarios of him going to court, him after, at least to see the real Mike Tyson. And I thought, well, I think we're missing out.
Because Jamie Foxx was meant to play him in a film, a biopic film, but I don't know what happened to that. So,
probably too old to do that now, anyway.
Yeah, I just know it's like I said, for me, I enjoy it. I feel like I thought it's all right. It's funny. There are comedy parts of it. Obviously, even like when I watched the whole thing with him and Robin Givens, it made me go back and remember that he Google Robin Givens and see what she looked like at the time.
I would have an Instagram page and everything, bro.
Yeah, I want to see what she was like. I remember Robin Givens from the films and that. You get me?
Yeah, Boomerang and thing.
Yeah. So interesting.
She came in Fresh Prince as well.
Yeah.
She terrorized it. I can't remember.
Yeah, it's a good little series, and obviously, like I said, the first 4 episodes will come out. It may be that the other 4 episodes are all going to be released on the 15th, which is this Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, guys. It's been a long one, but that's episode 158. To the world, enjoy your bank holiday. Obviously, remember the reason for the season and that thing. I do think I read somewhere it's a little bit out of order, but like if you had a funeral and stuff booked on that day, it's cancelled now. I think that's wild.
Yeah.
Like if you had a wedding or something that you'd booked like months and years in advance, because the Queen's now been buried, that's cancelled.
Hopefully you won't lose your money. That's the main thing.
Yeah, that's another one. And Arsenal may end up sacrificing a 3-0 loss in the Europa League if they can't reschedule the game.
No, we have to reschedule.
Guys, episode 158.
See you
Rate,
later,
comment,
mate.
subscribe.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace out. One love.